I'm going to advise you not to drive today, Temba said to his wife. Oh, darling, how sweet of you. Is it because of the weather? She asked. No, darling, because you can't drive. Well, good evening and welcome to Talk with Rams. As you know, the name is Rams Mabote. You know, once in a while you get into do this thing and you speak to somebody who's more popular, who's an actor, and you're thinking, wow, man, and tonight I've got that kind of person. But we're speaking to him as a businessman. Cornet Mamabolo, I'm sure you guys know this multiple award-winning television and film and stage star, actually. He is actually here sitting here as a founder and CEO of a digital financial services company called Digni Financial Services. I don't understand how an actor moves from this to taking care of people's financial services. Cornet, good evening, mate.
Good evening, sir.
Why? What is this? Where did this start? I mean, I know you from TV. I've seen you everywhere. The next thing, I'm going to aspire policies from you.
No, it started the business started in 2014.
Yeah.
But before then I was just working as a sales agent.
So you got in as a sales agent?
Yes.
And you thought, I can do this myself.
I was like,
but it's not as easy as they don't make it look so easy.
It was very easy to think about it.
Yeah.
But to start it and to be at it for this long, that wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to say now I want to go into the space, I've made up my mind.
What gap did you see? Because I'm sure you would have noticed something while you were a consultant on the other side. What did you see that you said, that is my space?
Product offering. It wasn't at all times relevant to our black market.
Yeah.
You know how funeral policies work. How the conventional insurance structure explains our family structures in black communities. That's not how we define
Yeah.
it. You don't say uncle ke an extended family member.
Yes,
You don't
yes.
say auntie is an extended, but you say Rangwane is my father.
Yes.
You say Rakhaji is my mother.
And Rangwane's son is my brother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you explain it. And we saw that gap. It's one of the gaps that we've seen, and that we customize products where we call them traditional products under Digni Financial Services. And people don't have to now pay additional premiums for that. And the
Yes.
other thing is just it's service across. A lot of we do also underwriting arrangement for FSPs. Funeral parlors, group
Yeah.
societies, stokvels.
I was about to ask you who underwrites. So if
Yeah.
you do that for other people, then you look at the underwriting services yourself.
Yeah, so
I have found, I'm sorry to interrupt you, that a lot of people play in the space of especially funeral cover, but not many people play in the underwriting. So I always say the money goes back to the same people. I'm so excited that you do the underwriting too.
So we are not the underwriters,
Yeah.
but we are able to arrange underwriting.
Yes, we can facilitate
we can
that.
facilitate that process, get them the best deals. It's a space that in many cases, most of the clients that we deal with, they're not happy with the arrangements that they have.
Yeah.
They're not happy with the representation. They're not happy with the advice, how the intermediary processes work on their behalf. So then we said, you know what, we need to tap into this space, even though we sell direct into the market. But for us, it's really to also capacitate our own clients. When we have policyholders, then you can recommend your clients for your own personal clients to get a better service from the guys that you have a relationship with.
Yeah. Who, and I know this may sound elementary, but I have to ask, who's the typical client? Is it me as an individual, or do you go to corporates and seek to get their business and their people in the corporate or in the government department? Who's the client?
To us, it's both. Business to business,
Yeah.
right? We go offer employee benefits to businesses so that the actual company can become a client.
Yeah.
And they have policyholders under it. And certain areas you will find that we do, like I was saying, underwriting,
Yes.
right? They have their own clients, but those clients, they need to be insured.
Yes.
Then still the company is still a client. And then on our other model, whereby it's business to client, then the actual policyholder is the client, so they have direct access to us. We have direct access to them. That's how we are structured.
What would you say? I mean, it's been now many years in business. It's no longer now it's here. This is the 6th year. But what would be, in your view, the biggest challenge that you faced in the last 5 years or so in this business?
It's keeping up with the trends.
Yeah.
Technology is taking over.
Yeah.
It's disruptive. So so that is the most challenging one. Getting highly skilled individual in the business. So as an upcoming business, there are certain skills that you would love to have in a business, but you can't because of cash flow, the current financial status of the business. That becomes a challenge. The other thing is actually communicating the business more, utilizing and taking advantage of all the available mediums that you can think of. Radio also goes down to capital, for the business. So those are the challenges, and keeping up with the regulations also. Is for you to keep up with the regulations, you need skills in the business. That also becomes one of the most challenging things for SMMEs in the industry. Yeah.
Where do you operate? And I don't mean office. Are your services nationwide or in a specific area?
They are. Our offices are nationwide. They cross the border.
They do.
So we do also offer our services to foreign nationals, SADC, right? So we cover everybody from SADC. So we are national. We are actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say international.
Yeah, you are allowed, of course. At least you can say global. And I find that everybody uses the word global nowadays. So you are global. What differentiates? You did speak about the fact that there was a gap. There was nothing tailored for black people. The competitors did not understand as much. But as I sit here now and you are to sell to me, and why you?
Look, there's this article that I once read that speaks about, businesses on different levels. Your well-established multi-million, billion, trillion businesses, your medium business and small businesses. And the reality of the matter is that they die out. They die out for many reasons. And you have new kids on the block that are more innovative.
Yeah.
That's one, that's us. It's young people, they're hungry, they're learned and willing to explore more. That's number two. Product offering, we're best. We customize.
Yeah.
So we don't force products on people.
Onto people, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we customize products for our people. It's black owned. It's we need more successful stories of black businesses in the financial industry, and in order for that to be a reality, you definitely need to be more pro supporting businesses that are local, that want to venture internationally, globally. Yeah.
Look, it's been just over 5 years now, almost 6 years. You have, I say that you don't even have to fight with me. You have now mastered the funeral policy space. What's next? Because now you have to think maybe other services. What are you looking into?
So we're looking into the health space. We've already started playing in that space. We already in the space of primary care. So we look for gaps in the market and then we hit there.
Yeah.
So primary care is one of the fast growing insurance products that are just recently got introduced into the market, where it focuses on low earning people. You would know that security guards, domestic workers, your admin people, they are underpaid, and as a result they can't afford proper health facilities as like a person that is in management or that is an exec or a director of the business, where they'll get access to your medical aid, they'll get access to your hospital plans. So the primary care is that whereby people are able to get, proper, day-to-day care. You know that you
at least the basic ones, at a decent level.
At a decent level, from a level like 250, 260, and you have a limited doctor's visit. That includes medication.
Yeah.
It's facilities that I come from an art industry, right? That's where everything started. A lot of us we are freelancers in that industry. For you to make a financial commitment of saying I'll pay this X amount on this product,
Yeah.
if it's expensive, you just leave it.
Kicks you out.
You know,
Yeah.
and they see you famous, and yet when crisis happens, when you consult, you're in a public hospital where facilities are not really there, or when you have to be hospitalized as public, you know, it brings pressure to a point whereby it can cause stress. So this facilities is to close that. So
Yeah.
that's the space that we're going hard in.
I can tell you now, as somebody in that industry too, that I mean disability benefits
Yeah.
would be so critical. I mean, I've known colleagues who got a disability at the height of their career, and that was it because there was no cover. That would be it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's I think one of the advantages that one had is because one comes from an industry whereby not too much attention and support has been given to. So whoever that trades in that industry, there aren't much or benefits or security for them.
Yes.
So that propelled one to think deeper, to be more creative, to do more research on things, to try to think of more innovative ways to offer services. So being in the financial industry, one has no choice but to think of ways in which they can better something.
Yes. So I'm gonna get controversial as we get to the end. We've had some nice talk. Now let's have something controversial. I can only assume that you deal a lot with a number of funeral parlors in your business. Now I hold a view about funeral parlors, the same view I hold about taxi operators. Some of them are rogue. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them are rogue. How well have you managed to win their favor? Because I've seen people who've paid money into funeral parlors that have turned out to have disappeared with their money. Whereas if they had your underwriting, the help that you give them through underwriting, things would be more secure. How are you finding it easier to tweak them around to accept using people like you?
Look, one of the most critical thing that FSCA and any other regulators trying to do is to pass on knowledge on a lot of businesses, black businesses more especially, that are in the space, and that's the most critical part. You will understand that funeral parlors were not regulated before. Funeral parlors were just doing service, and some of them are still doing service. Funeral parlors have been collecting money from clients on the street, and they were not regulated as financial services providers. And for years and years and years and years. And regulations came into the picture to say we're going to enforce X, Y, and Z on them. How do you enforce things that the market does not even understand? You need to prepare, sensitize the market, make sure that whatever adjustments that they need to do in their business, is done in a manner that will not cripple their businesses. So what part of the things that we do, Rena, as a business, is that through our own internal capacity that we have, from compliance officers to accounting officers, whichever client that we absorb in our business, we make them aware of how the market operates, what is expected of them, and how best can they adopt those laws in order for them to even succeed more.
Why it's good for them.
Good for them, and why those things are there, to show them that it's actually on the best interest of the policyholder, which is that ordinary person on the street. So we do share such, and some allow us to a point whereby we are able to even make adjustments in their business for them to be compliant, which is the most critical part. We do that where you are right. There are a lot of parlors that will promise a service and they will not deliver it according to the standards that they've agreed.
If they deliver it at all.
Yeah, or you don't want the service from that client, you want the money You sign for 10,000, but when you say you don't want their service, they give you 2,000.
Yes.
Those irregularities. So we share such, and to show them, the importance of treating the customers fairly. It goes a long way for any business.
This guy's a motivation. I'm thinking about a lot of guys who get stuck in our industry, entertainment industry, and they don't find the next thing. You found the next thing, and you're doing it so well, mate. Connect. How do they find you? I mean, people watching here, they run their funeral parlors, stock fairs, clubs. They are business people, they are sports people. They need to be talking to you so that we take our money to the right black business.
We have 2 branches. So one is in Zanini, Limpopo. Then the other one is here in Rivonia, Joburg. We have the website, it's www.digni spelled DIGNI, admin, so it's digniadmin.co.za. We are available on our social media platforms. Instagram is Digni Financial Services, Twitter is Digni_FS, Facebook is Digni Financial Services. So if you go into our website, the beautiful thing about it is that it's more interactive. So we do have a WhatsApp on our website. You can just get hold of our office quickly. The email address is admin@digniadmin.co.za.
Well, I am on that website, and it is completely interactive. Connect Thabiso Mamabolo, CEO and founder of Digni Financial Services, as our guest. We're going to repeat all those details on our platform if you miss them, because you tend to do that. Do follow us on all our social media platforms at Rems, Talk with Rems rather, and please subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube, Talk with Rems. Thank you, mate, and all the best.
No, thank you very much. Really, I appreciate the platform.
Man.